Hello, in this video we will try to learn the exponential function. So let us see the definition of exponential function. So function of x equals a power x, okay, and in this function a must need to be greater than 0 and a cannot be equal to 1. So function of x equals a power x is called exponential function with a base a. So a is called the base of that exponential function and x is called the exponent of that function. So x is called the exponent. All right, so that is the definition of the function and the domain of any exponential function. So domain of any exponential function will be negative infinite to positive infinite. Okay, so that is by definition. Now let's look at some rules of exponent. Okay, so rules of exponent. So a few rules I guess we all of us know. So if I have a power x and then I multiply with another exponential function a power y, that I can essentially write a power x plus y. So I am simply adding both the exponent. All right, so if I am dividing, so let's say if I have a power x and dividing by a power y, in this case I am going to simply deduct both the exponents, so a power x minus y. And if I have a b in multiplication form and power x, essentially I can write it a power x b power x. And if I have two exponent in power form, so a power x and then the whole thing power y, so in this case I am going to basically simply multiply the both exponents, so a power xy. Okay, so that is very important conclusion. And a power 0 equals 1 and a power negative x is basically essentially 1 over a power x, okay, which I can write in this manner, 1 over a power x. So these are some few rules of exponent. All right, so we need to remember those rules. Now let's do some pretty easy example. So let's evaluate some expression. All right, so let's evaluate some expression. Let's say I have function of x equals 3 power x minus 2. Okay, that is given. So what we need to do, I need to find function of 4. Okay, that's what I need to find. So let's take another example. Let's say I have another exponential function gx equals negative 2 as a constant multiply by 10 power x, and given this exponential function I need to find g of negative 2. And then let's say I have another function which is hx is equals 1 over 9 power x. If that's the case, we need to find h negative 3 over 2. And then finally let's say I have function of x equals 4 power x and we need to find function of 3.2. So these are the 4 function we need to evaluate. All right, so let's do one by one. All right, so first of all I want to write down the bare function. So function of x is given what, 3 power x minus 2. So let me write down 3 power, here I should write x minus 2. All right, so but in this case instead of x I have 4, so it will be 3 power 4 minus 2. So it will be 3 power 2. 3 power 2 is 9. So pretty easy. All right, so let's do the second example. In this case negative 2 is a constant, so I'm going to simply write negative 2, and in my original function I have what, 10 power x. So 10 power x, instead of x I have what, negative 2. So I am going to write negative 2 as my x. So let's do it. So this negative 2 is negative 2, so I have nothing to do here. Then 10 power negative 2, if you look at here, 10 power negative 2 I can write 1 over 10 square. So I can write this 1 over 10 square, so which is equals negative 2. Then 1 over 10 square is 100, so which is equals negative 1 over 50, which is equal negative 0.02. All right, so that is the simple evaluation. Now let's look at the third function. Okay, what is my third function? 1 over 9 power x. So 1 over 9 power x. So what is my x in this case? My x is negative 3 over 2. All right, so let's do it. So 1 over 9 I can write what? 1 over 9 I can write, if you notice, is 3 square, and then I have power 3 over 2. All right, now if you notice I can write what? 1 over a power x is what? A power negative x. So 1 over 3 square I can basically write 3 power negative 2. Okay, I just apply this rule of exponent. Okay, and then power negative 3 over 2. Okay, now let's look at this formula, which is what? A power x power y. So what can I write? A power xy. So look at here, I have a is 3 power something, then power something. So what I can write? 3 power my first exponent, which is negative 2, multiplied by my second exponent, which is what? Negative 3 over 2. All right, so what can I do here is, as we can see, these two and these two cancel out. So what I get, then this negative and this negative become positive, so it's become 3 power 3, so which is 27. Okay, so pretty easy. So let's look at the fourth one, 4 power x. So it will be 4 power x is 3.2, and if I punch the calculator, it will be close to 84.448. Okay, so that is a close approximation. So that is basically how we evaluate exponential function. All right, and then in the next video I am going to show how to graph exponential